What is going on, guys? GregglesTV. Are you thinking about upgrading from the Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus all the way up to the Galaxy S10 Plus? Well, I'm going to give you 5 reasons on why you should, so let's get right into it. Number 1 is performance. With the Snapdragon 855, which will be in the Galaxy S10 line of phones versus the previous generation, is huge. It's 45% increase over the Snapdragon 845 and just in raw performance alone. So not only should the phone feel snappy and responsive versus what you got with last year, which also was pretty snappy and responsive, but it should be even better. If you're into video editing on your phone, it'll do that better. It'll game better. It will do everything better on your phone overall. And just like with any Samsung phone, you always want to have a lot of RAM. And now this year's generation, the Galaxy S10 Plus, you can have up to 12 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. But I think the sweet spot, at least price-wise and performance, is having 8 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. So if you're looking to get a Galaxy S10 Plus, I think, and I would recommend probably going with the 8 and 512. Next up is cameras. Cameras are a huge push on the Galaxy S10 Plus. With the Galaxy S9 Plus, you had 3 total cameras, 1 in the front, 2 on the back, and this year you have 5 cameras total, 3 on the back, 2 on the front, and the ones in the back, let's talk about those first. So on the back, you have a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, 12 megapixel wide angle, and a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle. And some really cool improvements are 1080p super slow motion on the back camera, whereas in the back you only had 720p, 0.8 seconds super slow motion. You get best shot, which is where the Galaxy S10 will hit the shutter when it detects a shot that is lined up. HDR10 plus video recording, so you can record an even better video, and much, much more. And on the front camera, you're gonna have up to 4K video recording. It's the first phone that can record 4K video on the front camera. That is huge, amazing. I'm very excited about that. And why wouldn't you want to record in 4K? You use your front camera for basically probably more shots on the front than on the back with your friends and recording video and Snapchats and Instagrams and everything. So to really get the most out of it, having 4K video is going to be a great tool. Number 3 is bigger battery and better battery performance. So with the Snapdragon 855 versus the 845, Qualcomm always is able to eke out better battery performance with their newer processors. The Snapdragon 855 will be no different. So just alone on that, you should get better battery life. By how much? We're not totally sure, but you definitely should. And then on battery capacity alone, 4,100 milliamps on the Galaxy S10 Plus versus Galaxy S9 Plus has 3,500 milliamps. So you're gonna get much better battery performance right there. When you look at a phone like the Galaxy Note 9, some people are getting 10 plus hours of on-screen time. I don't know how, but they are. And then you look at adding another 100 milliamps to that, plus the Snapdragon 855, the Galaxy S10 Plus is ready to be a battery beast. Next is one of the things I've been waiting a very, very long time for, and that is the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, which will be in the Galaxy S10 Plus phone. Now, the fingerprint on the past has been on the back, and it's been either a little bit difficult to reach or just not in the perfect location. And now we're going into the S10 Plus generation, and it's underneath the display, which is not only futuristic, but very, very cool. And why wouldn't you want to show your friends that? It's like a huge selling point, cool factor wise. And the last reason to switch from the Galaxy S9 Plus over to the S10 Plus is the display. Now, the S10 Plus display will be brighter. It's going to be 800 nits versus 630 nits on the S9 Plus. So if you love to use your phone outdoors, it's going to look even better now when you use it up to its full potential. Also, you're getting slightly higher resolution, 3040 by 1440 versus 2880 by 1440. Not a huge difference, but if they're giving you better resolution, it's going to look ever so slightly better. Next up is dynamic AMOLED HDR+, so you are going to get even better contrast on your colors on your display. And then lastly, Gorilla Glass 6, which is going to give you better protection against drops to the screen and also scratches. It's going to be pretty much invincible, or at least we hope it will. So what do you guys think? Are you going to upgrade from the S9 Plus over to the S10 Plus? or not. I think these reasons are really strong points to do so. I'm very excited to try this phone out. So let me know in the comments down below if you're going to switch over or you're not. Let me know that as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.